Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Hello there, and thank you so much for checking us out here on BTW21. I'm Dustin Staples with your forecast, and I hope you're doing well on this Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all those on this special Thursday. Of course, it's a honorable holiday as well as those who sacrificed and also are still alive to this day. A lot of events took place in years past, and of course, things are very quiet, I guess the way to say the least. Of course, Luis was fortunate to talk to that one gentleman last week on the program, and not on this weather program, but earlier on the newscast as well. Happy Veterans Day to all of them vets as well. We're going to begin to see the rain continue to move in as we're speaking to you. Some heavy rain at times as well. This is the first round of 2 waves of moisture moving in tonight. As you see here, our temperatures again are mild, very warm for this time of the month anyway. Of course, there'll be a breeze out there, and that wind is going to be very noticeable. We'll talk more about that coming up for you. So again, if you're not seeing the rain right now, or there's a small break in window between now and later until about 8, 9 o'clock tonight, we'll see the rain begin to slowly pick up. And then later in the overnight hours, we may have some possibles of rumble of thunder here or there as these storms will be moving in pretty swiftly, to say the least. Our temperatures remaining mild overnight tonight. The good news is this rain is going to be long gone tomorrow morning. We may have a few areas of clouds and some patchy fog out there tomorrow morning. Other than that, things are going to remain much cooler than normal. We're going to get back to average for our Friday. So if you're making some plans for the weekend, the good news is there's no rain that's going to be interfering, but the winds are going to be the main concern. We'll talk more about that coming up here, but plentiful sunshine for your Friday. And football Friday, as we're now beginning the division state playoff levels, as Bassett will be taking on Magna Vista at Bassett High School. So tomorrow night, another crisp and cool night is in the making. So please put your fund towards some hot chocolate or apple cider or coffee or whatever you want, whatever warm beverage you prefer to keep you warm out there. Best of both teams. As who will take on the next level of that? Well, we'll see. And of course, we're going to keep you updated. Chad's going to tell you more about that coming up after the break, or more on the sports report. And for the weekend, it's going to be cold, and it's going to feel like November finally, as we are transitioning from those warm summertime days to these typical chilly afternoons in November. So just a cold weekend to stay indoors. If you don't have to do anything, I know people are in this mood of Christmas. It's going to somewhat feel like it. But of course, if you're doing some holiday shopping, you can go ahead and start knocking that out for you as well. Sundays featuring much as the warm day of the weekend. They are near 50 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. So we're going to remain cold and chilly as we start the first of next week, as we're beginning to halfway through the month of November. There, our winds are going to pick up. So begin, the windiest day will be Saturday with west-northwest breezes, 10 to 20, possibly 30 miles per hour out there as well. So if you do have any outdoor decorations, you may want to just, if you do have them already out, you may want to kind of just put them down for now, as the winds will be whipping up through the entire weekend. Of course, if you have trash day on Monday next week, you may want to also kind of be careful of that too. So all this typical winter feel is in the air, as we like to say anyway. Of course, many of you are probably, like I said, are in the Christmas spirit, as it's going to begin to feel like it this weekend, to say the least. Now, of course, as we get towards the rest of the month, there are signs that we may have maybe some smaller warm-up days, but things are beginning to trend colder than normal. So it looks like this cold weather pattern is expected to stay as we get towards after mid to late next week and going into Thanksgiving holiday season. Pretty close to that 2 weeks from today. So we're getting right to that. So if you need to get your Thanksgiving shopping done, of course, a lot of things are, you may be running into shortages across area stores. So just keep that in mind. You may have to go out of the area to go pick up your turkey and your stuffing and dressing and all that good stuff, right? Okay, that's enough of that. I probably made you hungry for dinner time right now. Stick around. Chad Hall's going to have your sports report up next. Until then, we appreciate your company as always, and thank you for making us a part of your day. And this has been Dustin Staples reporting for BTW21 Weather. I'll see you next week.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.